Hello and thank you for joining me. My name is Tiffany from FitWTif, and we are going to do a 15-minute stretch and de-stress. Get ready to feel relaxed and rejuvenated in just a short amount of time. We're going to get into the hips today and the low back, and we're going to practice a breathing sequence that helps set ourselves into a relaxed state of mind. If you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to take our breathing sequence this week in a Savasana position, lying down on our back. We always do the 6 sequence of breaths to put our minds into a relaxed state in order to help our body stress and de-stress. So let's make our way all the way down to our backs here. And I'm just going to turn around so that you can hear me better. All the way down on your back. Now from here, I want you to bring the soles of your feet together to touch and let the knees fall out to the side. We're going to start to get into that breath. You can place your hands on your lower ribs here. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. We're going to start with our breaths, taking an inhale for a count of 5. Exhale for a count of 7 out of the mouth. And hold at the bottom for 3. Inhaling for 5. Exhale for 7. Holding for 3. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 7. Holding for 3. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 7. Holding for 3. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Hold for 3. And inhale for 5. Let's exhale one last time for 7. One last pause. And come back to your regular breath. We're going to straighten the legs out long, so bring the knees into center. Let them come out long. And let's take our arms overhead for a nice long stretch to opposite sides of the room. Big inhale here, exhale, let the hands come back down. We're gonna bring our right knee into our chest here for a light squeeze. And then I want your femur to come up like so. We're just gonna lift a little bit. See if you can pull your leg up a little bit out of that socket. Nice, gentle. And then from there, we're just gonna take some leg circles going to the outside. Now see how much of this you can do with your hands, letting your leg relax onto your fingers here. My fingers are in the crease. Let's go the opposite direction. Let's bring those circles in so I have a little of the weight on my hands. We're just moving that hip socket here. Good, let's let that leg come out long and bring it towards our body just a little bit for a little hamstring stretch here. Pull it in and hold. If you can point that toe towards your face, you're gonna get more of a stretch into the back of the leg. Good, now I want you to bend the knee We're gonna take kind of like a half baby here. So pull that knee in towards the armpit. If it feels good to grab the bottom of the foot here, you can really apply some pressure here. We're really getting into the hips today. Big deep inhale and exhale here. Find some space in that hip. Very good. We're going to take this right knee over to the left side of our body, onto the left side of the floor. The focus here is keeping the shoulder blades on the ground. We're going to open up that right arm to the right side, palm up. Take a look at those fingers and take a big deep inhale here. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Good, bring it back to center. We're gonna bring both knees in for a little squeeze, and then we're gonna let that right leg go out long. Keep the left knee in. See if you can get it a little closer. I like to pull mine towards the sides of my body, trying to pull it down into that armpit crevice. Good. From here, we're gonna straighten that femur up, and we're just gonna see if we can lift it a little bit. Play around with this. It doesn't have to be as strong, and then we're just gonna take those leg circles. Try to let the leg relax into the fingers, taking those hip circles out to the side. No strain here, we're de-stressing. We're just giving those hips a little bit of love. And then let's go into these circles coming inside. We're just looking for space in the hips. Good. Now we're gonna let that leg come out long. Find that stretch in the back of the leg. Keeping that leg straight but not locked out. Holding on to that calf or that ankle. Whatever feels good to find the stretch here in the back of the leg. Big inhales and exhales here. Now we're gonna bend that knee and pull the knee towards the floor. Again, if it feels good to grab onto the bottom of the sole of your foot. Really listen to your body here if that feels good to the hip joint. If not, you can always grab onto the ankle with both hands to help that compression. Now from here, bring it back to center and release that knee over to the right side of the body, opening up that left arm to the left side, palm up. Big deep inhale here, looking towards those left fingers. Exhale, twist a little bit further. Good, bring it back to center. Good. We're just gonna take some windshield wipers here with our knees. Then I'm gonna place my left ankle on my right knee, lifting my right foot off the floor. I like to bring my hands in between my legs here and just grab onto that right thigh and bring it close to my body here. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in the back of that hip on the left. Stay here for a breath. Big deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let's go to the other side. Lifting that left foot off the ground, reaching for that left thigh to bring that right leg in towards the body and feel that glute stretch on the back of that right hip. Good, let's release both down. We're gonna rock and roll our way up to a seat. Good. We are gonna take a one side butterfly here, meaning I'm gonna bring my right leg in towards my left thigh and my left leg, let's start this way. Butterfly your feet here, soles of feet to touch. I'm going to step my left one out a little bit and bring my right one in really close. Now from here, I'm just going to fold over. If you'll pay attention to that feeling, you should feel a nice deep stretch on the inside towards the outside, going all the way around that left hip. We're going to walk our hands out towards the right side, looking for a low back stretch here on that left side. If your hip is tight, the stretch might stay in your hip, and that's okay. This is your practice here, looking for your stretches. Walk the hands back to center. A nice one more fold over here. Good. We're going to switch these. The right foot's going to come out wider. The left foot's coming in. We're going to fold over that left foot, looking for that right hip isolation here. Now when you feel it, you'll feel it. It's going to come right into the side of that hip. Big deep inhale. Walking the hands over to the left side, looking for that low back stretch. Maybe that stretch stays in the hip. You'll find it wherever your body needs it. And then bring it back to center. One more time, folding over those feet. Good. Let's take those knees back behind. Come to a tabletop. And we are going to take some cat-cows just to make sure that our back and chest has some movement here. The spine always needs a good stretch, tilting the hips in, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Find your cat. Big inhale across the upper back. See if you can fill your upper back with air here. Exhale. Let's transition into that cow. My hips come high, my chest comes forward, and my chin comes up. Big deep inhale into the core here. Good. Let's push it up to a down dog from here and stretch out the back of the legs. We're not going to stay here. We're going to step our right leg forward, our left knee comes down. We are going to come into a twist and lunge here. My left knee's down, my right knee is at a 90 degree. I'm going to reach my right arm to the sky here, finding a twist for that upper back. Big deep inhale here, looking towards those right fingers. Good, let's bring it down. One more here, back up. Good. I'm going to push my right leg straight. And I'm going to reach my right arm towards the ground just to get a nice stretch in this side left body. If it feels good, you can look to the left. Good. Back to center. Drop that right leg back. Left knee comes forward. Again, we're going to take that 90 degree in the knee on the left. And I'm going to reach to the left, looking for those left fingers, finding that twist in my upper spine. Inhale, exhale it down. One more time, going back into that reach on the left. Good. Pushing back, that left leg goes straight. I'm going to drop my left hand down to the ground, finding an open space for this right side of the body. Good, let's bring that down. Knees come down. Let's bring it to a sit. We're gonna take a 90-90 here. More hips, guys. Left knee comes to a 90 degree. Right knee comes to a 90 degree. We're gonna set here for just a second and do some neck stretches. Let's take our chin to our chest. I like to close my eyes here just for some extra relaxation. Tuck the chin to chest. Make sure the shoulders are pulled down. Good. Let's take the left ear to the left shoulder. Really stretch out that right side of the neck. We're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. And And then we're just gonna slowly start some half circles here. Chin to chest, left ear to shoulder, chin to chest, right ear to shoulder. Stay with this, nice and slow, go at your pace. If you feel extra tension somewhere and you wanna hang there for a second, do that. Good. Let's bring our neck back to center. We're gonna switch the direction of our feet. Whatever leg was in front now goes to the back and vice versa. We're gonna take a couple of more neck stretches here. I'm gonna take my chin to the left side, looking over that left shoulder. Should feel a stretch in a different part of the neck here on that right side. Good. Let's look to the right. To the left one more time. Over to the right. Good, bring it back to center. We are gonna stay in a seated position. We're gonna go through our breaths one more time to try and get ourselves back again to that rest and relax. Let's close our eyes here to finish this stretch and de-stress. We're gonna go through a round of 6 breaths, taking an inhale through the nose for a count of 5. Exhaling for 7. Holding at the bottom for 3. We're gonna inhale again for 5. Exhale for 7. Holding for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Pause for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Pausing for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Hold for 3. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 7. Pausing for 3. And come back to your normal breath. Thank you so much for being here with me and joining in on a stretch and de-stress. Self-care is really important. It is awesome to keep our anxiety in check and be able to control our breath, to elongate our breath, and to give our bodies more oxygen. So thank you for joining along in that. I will see you next time. If you like this video, please hit like below. Give me a comment if there's stretches you would like to see in this 15-minute stretch and de-stress. Please recommend them and I will make sure that I bring them to you. Have a great day.